Hello. Hi, Indu. Am I clear to you guys? Good evening, Saeed. Hi, Jagdish, Kevin, Akshat. Hi. Good evening, Sujan. Hi, hi, all. Good evening, Archana, Akshat. Good evening to you as well. Hi, good evening. Good evening, Devan. Good evening, Rishita. Hi, Shubhankar. Yeah, you will. You can record or some. You can write the notes on by own because in the planning of the notes is like I think if I am doing the like same, so I will provide you, the team will provide you guys with the like the codes and all. So if you guys want to practice the same along with me, so make sure like you have the like things installed, or we can today we start with the node.js as well, like some sort of node.js, and the tomorrow we start with the like Laravel parts, some sort of React and some sort of Node.js for the backend. We will also start that. Hello, Naga. Hi all. So in the yesterday session, what we guys, yeah, please invite your friends who didn't get the opportunity to join the session or who missed the sessions yesterday. So yes, the attendance link will also be shared by the team accordingly. In the meanwhile, in the midways of the session, easy way to memorize the HTML. There is like you can install the extensions if by chance you lose some code or you forget some tags and anything. So there are some extensions in your Visual Studio Code editor, so you have to install that extensions. With that, the coding of the HTML and all any of the language, if you have the proper extension installed for that, so the coding would be easy for you. So in that case, you can memorize the HTML, and the main motive to memorize is to practice the same again and again. Like there are many extensions for HTML, CSS support. That is one of my favorite. Akshat. Yeah, so you can install that, and there is one more extension for the HTML for the boilerplate, like the basic structure of the HTML5. We can use by typing an exclamation mark only with the help of that extension. That extension name is HTML boilerplate as well. Hi RK, hello. So guys, do practice the same but whichever I told you, and do the yes Divan. Yesterday we had the basics of JavaScript and some sort of React. Yes, the HTML. Why we are using React? Anyone from the class? Has anyone researched about React or something? Whatever things I told, we can. Can I contact you in LinkedIn? Yeah, sure. You can message me on LinkedIn anytime. I will be available to you, Sharat. Good evening, Yashraj. Yeah, the full video for the front end. We will plan, guys. I'm planning to for the upcoming boot camps. So that thing will also happen. We will develop a whole project in the 7 days or something in that boot camp. Good evening, Netravati. Hi, hello. Let's wait for 3 minutes more. Then we will start. Till then, do share the links with all of your friends so that they can benefit and add a value to their development career. Good evening, Amulya. Good evening, Monica. I know like many languages, the JavaScript, React, HTML, the for and one of my favorite is Laravel. So in that bootcamp, I will be teaching the Laravel because it's like it's like a better way to use the things or to do the things within minutes. We can do all the stuffs like yes, it is a scripting language. It's like Laravel is a framework and the all the frameworks of the JS are scripting languages or the libraries that I will inform the team that if I have any notes for you guys, so I will the team will provide you as well if I have some notes written by me. The certificate you provide is government approved. Yes, the team will inform for the same as well. Missing your class, please share for video. You can see the like previous lectures of the boot camp as well. Sai, you if you guys have missed the previous class or something, you can watch it from our YouTube channel again by going to the channel and going to the things and making the things work. And if you guys have any doubt, you can ask me in the live as well. Yes, we are planning to develop like the front for the front end and back end. We are planning to. I am also planning to. So I want you guys to like give me. Yes, React is a reusable component. The side we are planning to uh, proceed for further with the developments of the front end and the back end like a separate bootcamp for the same and or if you guys want to conduct me a separate full stack bootcamp for like the project for the from the project perspective so we can plan that thing as well. So that depends on the like reusabilities of like what sort of votes. That depends on you guys. Regarding about project, we should pay fees or we goes like this. The boot camps are free, and rest, the rest things, if you want to like proceed further with the like all the development stuff and wanted to learn the development in depth, then you can contact the team for the support, and they will guide you for the same. Sure. Yeah, shall we start, guys? I think it's time to start, so we can start the things. Hi, Aniket. Let me know when we can start. Yeah, sure. I'm also excited. No, no, no. You have to pay only the attendance. That is that is compulsory. If you guys have missed and one attendance, then you guys will also get the certificate. But more than two will not work for you. So shall we start? So let me know when we can start. No, no, it's on the YouTube. No, it's not getting deleted. All the boot camps will be saved in a like particular playlist or something. Yeah. So hello everyone, myself Kunal Vashisht. So let's get started with our React part. We are starting in 5 seconds, as team said. So let's wait for 5 seconds more. So on my count of five, four, three, two, one. Yeah. So we are starting, guys. So now, can anyone tell me what is React? In the previous session, I had told you about the React and what are its capabilities. So can anyone told me? Good evening, Abhijit. Yeah. So can anyone tell me what are the properties of the React that we had? If you guys have, if I have the audience from the previous classes as well. Yes, the reusable component. Correct, Rishita. It's also a JavaScript library and also a framework. That's a like that's a like topic of debate for the like development communities as well. Like React is a framework or it's a library. React is the which JavaScript framework? I didn't get you, Sharath. Yes, it creates a virtual memory. Right. It creates a virtual DOM actually. Not memory, DOM. Hello Yashraj. Now let's get started. I am opening my project. I'm right clicking on it. I'm show more options and I have the VS Code. If you guys have the proper VS Code installed in your systems, then only this option will show. Okay. Now see, in the React folder, I have something like this. So if I open the terminal, let me just a sec. Now it's fine. I can see the chat as well. Now see, if I open the terminal and I click on new terminal, now can anyone know what is the command of getting into the directory? Yes, it was developed by Facebook. Correct, Diwan. So can anyone let me know what is the command for getting into a particular directory? Correct, Sayyid. CD. CD is the command for getting into a particular directory. And I'm going to first React, and my project name is Dexterity React. So I again go to my project name, Dexterity React, and I hit enter. Now, can anyone know what is the command for starting our servers? Let me know, guys. What is the command for starting your React JS servers? Let me know in the chat. The command for starting the server, correct, Sneha. The starting the server is npm start. So I'm starting the servers. Now, till the servers get started, can anyone let me know what is the full form of the npm, that I have told you guys in the previous session as well? No, it's not the npm run, it's the npm start. For starting the servers, I am asking. Correct, Sneha. It's node package manager. And it has a like multiple dependencies, multiple packages that is developed by different peoples around side the world. And we have to import that package and install that in our React framework or our React project with the help of npm. We can install any package, anything that is required for our like backend development or like for the front end development as well. We can the node.js has many packages for like starting the servers, express, node, mongodb, like anything. It has all the things intact. And framework is something that we guys don't want to do with the scratch. We don't need the coding part to do it in scratch actually. So like it is like something that someone has developed and we have to install that thing, and they have a proper documentation as well. So now what are the reusable components of the React? Can let me know guys if you know how we can reuse the components. There is a property that I have told you to how we can initialize the component. First tell me guys how we can create a component in our index dot what is in our index.js. How we can create a component and how we can render it. What's the method for that? Can anyone know? Let me schedule it to 4 as well. No, 4 is little bit hectic for you guys. Yeah, the node package manager. Now see, my code is removed, right? Or it's not removed. I guess it is removed. No, no, no. We are rendering. So for the hash, yeah. So we have a create root function for creating a constant and to initialize our DOM. Correct? Now see, I have delivered this stuff till yesterday. So now we start with the day 5 of the React. Now the React JSX. JSX is something, just a sec. Yeah. Yeah. Now what is JSX? JSX is something that stands for the JavaScript XML. JSX is a property of the React that allows the developer to like use the HTML or write the HTML inside your React. With the help of JSX, JSX allows us to render the HTML in our JavaScript and place them in a DOM without creating any element and or any append child method that we are using in the core JavaScript. Okay, so JSX makes it easy to convert the HTML tags into React elements. And there is a one complication of the JX. You are not required to use JSX, but JSX makes it easier to write the React applications. Okay, now see, there are just a sec. Now see, there is a sample code with JSX and the without JSX. Now with JSX, this import React from React, and this things are same as well. But for the time being, they have defined a what? The constant with the name of my element. Okay. And inside that constant, they have defined the HTML. So what they are doing is, just a sec. I'm not copying everything. I'm creating that constant. Let's add a ID again in not this index. Our main file is public inside index. So I have defined two div with the IDs. Now, can anyone tell what is the purpose of the ID inside that HTML? Let me know, guys, if you know what is the purpose of ID in HTML or the React. Yes, please tell if you know, and if you don't tell, I will tell you. Now this ID is for getting the elements to link, to recognize, to find the elements from our ID. Got it? To find the because the ID is something that is unique for every element, every tag. The ID is unique, so we can find the I find that particular tag with the help of ID. So what? So I am defining a ID. I am defining a div. Inside that div, I am using a ID. Let's add JSX. Okay. Now in my index.js, now see, it is compiled automatically. Once I save, it is compiled. Once I save, it is compiled automatically. Yes, it's not a unique number to find. It's you can define any ID with any name, but that is too unique. You cannot redeclare the ID, the same name of the ID. But say the different scenario, the vice versa happens with the class. You can define a single class name and you can use that in multiple tags or multiple components or multiple anything. Okay, now I am defining another constant. After this, let's add a constant jsx, and I'm using what? I'm using the react dom dot create root. Create root is the function for initializing our dom. Yes, we can call the value. We can call the unique numbers to find. And I am creating a root, and inside that root, I am getting the document dot get element by ID. Document dot. I'm finding the element with the ID. So that's why I'm using the get element by ID method of the JS. Okay. Now the get element by ID is something that has a value. My ID is what? My ID is JSX that I have defined in here. My ID is JSX. Now see, JSX is defined. Now I have to render that constant. So I am rendering that constant with the constant name and with the render method JSX dot render. And inside that JSX, I am using this. First, I have to define a my constant for the same. Okay, so they have what they have done. They have defined a constant my element, and inside JSX dot render, uh, yeah, call early. What you want? I wanted to know you guys what the importance of JSX is. We can use the things without JSX as well, because React is something that is with helps goes with the reusable components. We have created a component and render my HTML, and after that we can use the components reusable. The components can be reused again with different properties. With different ID we can render that element as well. Now go to my code. Now my element is this. Now I'm now the JSX part is done. You can do the same with the without JSX. Now it is compiling. Till it is compiling, you have to give the form will be shared, Karan. NPM is the node package manager that compiles our packages to start our servers and do all the stuff. Now see, it is showing me the component, whatever I rendered inside that. I have write the H1 I love JSX. Understood? Now comes with without JSX. I'm not rendering the things again. Now without JSX is something that in your constant you have to create an element for the same. You have to use the react dot create element again and again. But with the JSX you can only define a constant and inside that render your HTML or something. Yeah, the attendance link will be shared and you have to fill the attendance form when it is shared. Let me know, guys, if you have understood that concept so we can move forward with the expressions. What thing? Suprabha, can we do this in GitHub? We can push the code. GitHub is a CI/CD. GitHub is a like repository management software for managing your codes, pull request, and all the things. GitHub is a different kind of a thing. We can push the code in a GitHub, and when we clone any repository, the all the code will come like this same only. So if you want, guys, I will put my code, whatever I taught in the bootcamp, into a like GitHub, so you guys can clone it and check whatever things are done. So in that case, you have guys the code and the notes along with. Now comes with the expressions. How we can initialize the expressions. Now I am using the same element and I am changing its React. I am changing the HTML content only. I'm rendering the same with expression. You can initialize like plus, minus, anything. Now see, React is so for using the expression, you guys have to use the parenthesis for the same. Like I have used 5 plus 5 that is equals to 10. So it shows me something like this. It's not compiled yet. Okay, I haven't saved it. Let me save that first. It is compiling and you see React is 10 times better than JSX. And if I put the operator of multiplication and if I compile, so it comes with 5 into 5, that is 25. Okay, let me know, guys, if you have understood that. So we can proceed with the conditional statements, the if else parts, and the tertiary expressions as well. Ye- Yeah, we can proceed. If you guys have any doubt or something, you can ask me in the chat. And in the meanwhile, we start with the conditions. The what are the if statements? You guys have understood the concept. Like for setting any condition, we have to use the conditional statement for the same. Now I'm creating a new component for the condition, new div that I'm saying for initializing all the things. Now I am initializing a div again for and give its ID to condition. Okay, now it is sorted. Now I'm copying the same thing again. Okay, let me know, guys, if you have any doubts. Now see, I am using, I'm creating another constant for the same. I am creating a constant with the name of the same, that is ID, and condition, and inside that, but before that I have to use the condition. Now what this constant is doing, they are initializing us, like this is a basic JavaScript. They are initializing a constant x is equals to 5, and let the text to goodbye, and if that x value is less than 10, then the text will be hello, and if its value is greater than 10, then it say goodbye. So this is something like this. Let me know if you guys understood that. Now for that proper section, I have to define a condition constant as well. For the same, it is throwing me an error because I haven't initialized the things in my constant. So what they are doing, they are in using that text. We can use the text with the parenthesis. Whatever constant, whatever values we define, we can use that in with the help of this, the constant. Like this in the paragraph, I have used the expression, but I have a like I have let the keyword text, so it is showing me the text in the same h1. I am initializing only the, wait a second, guys. Yeah, I'm fine, Rowdy. Yeah. So now the inside that h1, I'm initializing my text. Now see, if you guys see there, that is a blurry because that constant is used, that is assigned but is not used. So for using that constant, I have to define a constant, like this is my condition. So like con, or inside that I have to initialize my React DOM for the same, and like with the help of create root, I'm creating the initializing the DOM. For the yesterday attendance, you have to like attend all the classes. If you have missed like only one, then you guys we will get the certificate. Yeah. So in the create root, I have a property of the JS, that is document dot, I'm getting the element with the ID, and setting what's my ID. My ID is condition. I once I save it, so I have to render that thing as well, because the condition is also not defined. So with the con dot render, and I am using the constant condition with the JSX. So in that case, my compilation is successful and it is showing me the text. Now the value of x is 5, that is less than 10. So it will return me a text of hello. Okay. See, hello is coming. Yes, the same link is provided with modification, so the team will inform you. If you guys have facing any issues, so can you please tell me what import questions can be asked from MERN? Pranjal, like for if you are going to the MERN stack, so like you are going to the like full stack one. So for the imports, there are like particular questions that for how you can import the files, how you can import the things, how you can reuse the components. So that is a kind of import. How you can initialize a third party library. So that is a kind of thing that is asked in most of the interviews for regarding the import of the React. Okay. Now see, if I set its value to 11, that is not less than 10. So I will receive a message of goodbye. Okay. Now let me know, guys, if you have understood that. So we can start with the tertiary expressions as well. Like for the basic parts, you can watch the previous sessions for the same. Okay. Now see what is happening. How we can use the tertiary operators. Tertiary operators, like, they have a condition. We don't have to initialize something like this stuff. We can initialize the things directly here. So what they have done, they have, with the help of tertiary operators, you guys can with the help of tertiary operators you guys can have a, like, better understanding. For the time being, I'm commenting this. Okay, because I'm not using the same component. Now I'm not using the text, so it will throw an error automatically once I save it. Okay. Now, a second. I guess there is a load of the React server. Uh, I have to remove that constant because it is used. Now see, with the help of tertiary operator is starts with the question mark. If this one is, like, if the condition is true, this hello is for the condition true, and if the condition is false, you can separate it with the semi bracket, like the two dots, whatever its name is, and then the false statement, first the true and then the second condition is our false. Now see, if that x value is less than 10, so it will return me a hello. And if its value is less than, or sorry, greater than the 10, so it will return me a goodbye. So in that case, I am returning the hello right now. See, now if I change the value, if I change the value to, let's say, 12 or something, so in that case, it will show me a message goodbye. Now, if you want to optimize your code, you can use the same with the help of tertiary operators. You don't have to, uh, like, you can use, there are many text editors with, but my favorite is the VS Code. So in that case, you guys, if you have a, like, Sublime Text or any Visual Basic something, so you guys can prefer as well. But for the time being, my favorite is the VS Studio Code, and it comes with, like, many extensions and many functionalities. So I'm offering the session in the VS Studio Code. Now, if you guys have understood the tertiary operators, let me know. If you have understood the tertiary operators as well and the, like, basic operators as well. Yeah, which coding language is gonna rock in future? That depends. That depends on, as AI has also come. That depends, because every language is important for every sector. Like, they have the peoples of every language. If you are going to a company, they have the developers of all the segments, like the React basics, interns, and all. So the popularity depends on the demand, which framework gets the, like, many projects. Or yeah, thanks you guys as well. I think it's JavaScript also. AI is being developed in JavaScript. AI is being developed in Python, Pranjal. the Python and some concepts of deep learning and the data science that is developed. So let me know, guys, if any doubts, so we can proceed forward. If you don't have any doubts, so we can do the like React components part. The necessary extensions mean for artificial intelligence, and like first you have to learn the basics of programming, then the Python, then the machine learning and all. You can use the like 3JS and all. There are many JavaScript frameworks. Do guys let me know tools required for full stack to be installed. You have one database installed in your system alongside with some sort of like frameworks and the dependencies that is needed for that framework to run. One server you needed, and that's all, and the proper installations. Now comes to our React components. What are the components? Can anyone know? Can anyone tell me what are the components, guys? Attendance is shared soon, Satvik. You don't have to install the React in VS Code. You have to install it in your Windows. The React is installed in your Windows with the Node.js. Understood? Yeah. So let's proceed further. Now I'm talking about the React components. What are the React components? Can anyone know? The React comes with a built-in server. The Node.js comes with a built-in server. Node.js is also a server with the npm that we are using, the Node package manager. That is our server. For starting our servers, we are using the Node.js npm, right? So Node.js is our server in React. You can go through my LinkedIn, Kevin, for that information, because we have a limited time. So, like many things. So, I am wrapping up the session by completing the components. And tomorrow we start with some sort of node, and after that, we prepare with the Laravel parts. Okay. So, let me complete that React components. Now, can anyone know what is the React components? Components are independent and reusable bits of codes. They serve the same purpose as the JavaScript functions done. What JavaScript will do, the React components will do the same thing. Okay. Now, but that works in an isolation. The components works in an isolation of the React and return the HTML. Okay. Now the components are of two types. First, we can do a server with the npm start. We can start the server with the npm start command, and for creating the things we can do the same. Okay, for starting the server we have to use the npm start command, and for creating your React project there is a command that is what? Npx create React app and then your project name. Okay. Now see, components are of two types, the class components and the functional components. Okay. Now, how we can create my component? Now, what they have done, they have create a class component is something that includes the React.component extended statement. This is the inheritance. Now, can anyone know what is inheritance? Can anyone know the what is inheritance? Is there any demand for data science fresher jobs? Yes, AI is in a boom. You can start the data science as well. Yeah, to inherit properties. Correct, Harshita. To inherit properties of the all the things for inheritance. The child parent relationship. The child acquires the characteristics of its parent class. That is what React is also doing with the help of class components. So how we can create a class component? We create a class. Let's say I have created a class. Now I am creating another component, another div with that component, div id, and let's say comp is the name for short form for component. That I understood. What are the necessary extensions to install? Necessary extensions for you guys to install, like you can install the HTML CSS support, the HTML boilerplate for smoothing up the development of the HTML parts. Okay, now I have defined a constant com, com and I have to define that constant first with comp, and I have to initialize my DOM with the React DOM and create a root element for it, and with the document dot get element by id. Okay, I have mistakenly typed that. My id is comp for that particular div. New class is created using old class, correct? Now see, I have created that constant and I have to use that constant comp. No. I'm missing something. So what they are doing, they are creating a class component and rendering the HTML inside it. This is not the way we are going. We use the function component and we can render it inside our HTML. We can initialize the things like this function return, and we don't use the class components as of now, but I'm showing you how you can use that. Now see, it is defining a class. Now I have to use that car component, car class inside my comp dot render, and for rendering any component we use something like this. We have to render that with a tag. Understood? Now see, my hi I am a car. It is shown or not? It is not shown. Okay, as I haven't saved it. Compiled and see, hi I am the car. It is shown. Now there is a different method for rendering a component. Now our second component is functional component. Here is same example as above, but that is created using a function component. We are not using the class component. That is created using a function component. Okay, so I am using the same code and I am using that. I'm creating not with the class component. I'm creating that same component. I will comment that and I will use the same function again. That is my function component. Now see, the output will be same in that case. Now our final thing is how we can render the component that I have already told you with the dot render method. Whatever function you defined, you can make it a tag and render that in your code. I have defined a function car. Now let's say if I use the function cars, so I have to change the name here. Now the rendering part is done. Attendance link name. Now our last but not the least, props. What are the properties of the React? Components can be passed as props, which stands for properties. Props are like the functional arguments that you can send to component with by using the attributes. Y- Let me know, guys, if you know what attribute is. That is a part of HTML. Let me know, guys, if you know what attribute tag do. Attribute tag will not do the attendance, right? Attendance will be provided. Please wait. Have some have some patience. The attribute, with the help of attributes, we can define the special characteristics. Correct, Suprabha? Add some more information to it. That so now what they are using, they have used a inside their function they have defined. Now in React, your properties of any component that you have created is used with the props method. So for using the props method, I have defined something like this, props. And once I save, because props is never used, so it will not show as it is. Now see, I have defined a color car. Now I am using the props dot color in the parenthesis because I wanted to add the color. I wanted to change the color. Any CSS you can change with the props. Team, can you please share the attendance link? See the pinned chat, guys. Add information to the HTML, correct, Divan? Guys, if you are coming for only attendance and not learning, then there is no motive for that session. But if you guys come for any value, then only you guys have a value to your certificate as well. Because the certificate is something that adds value as well. If you are attending and if you are attending the section properly and attentively, okay. Yeah, so have some patience. So now I am using the props dot color. I am changing the color only. Let's change the I'm adding any I can add any property value. Like I can change the width, I can change the color or something. Whatever props I define here, I have to use in the curly braces, and inside that what I'm going to use, what they have do, like whatever, like the attribute. My attribute is something, my attribute is color. Understood? Now the color, I wanted that color to be red. Okay, so I use the color prompt. Just a second, guys. Yeah, if I'm using the color, now see, my I have defined a props dot color. So on then only I can use my color property. Understood? Yes, the internships and all will be provided. You can contact the team for any support or like any kind of internship or sort in the same field, like in the development or something. Like in the if you want to pursue the full stack development, then you can contact the team for the support and all the stuff. You will get that proper information from our side. Now see, I wanted to set its color to red. Now see, it is showing me a red because it's not the content. I am using a property dot props dot color, and inside that I have defined a color red. So it is showing me a text only. Why the text? Because I haven't applied any CSS to it. This is a property that its property is red. And if I set a reusable, I can re-render the components again. So I can use any other property that I have to define for finding the particular component in our React. I have to do Python after this. Okay. Yeah. So this all, now the all the stuff is done for the basics of React. Tomorrow we start with the Node.js and all the stuff like the Node.js, and the after that show some sort of Node.js, and after that we start with the Laravel framework. That is our main framework for the backend development in that bootcamp. Okay. We have Java and React.js. Please fill the attendance form, and if you guys have any doubts, you can ask. So if you guys have understood that thing properly, I am sharing you with the assignment as well. So those who are attentive and can do the assignment part, you guys do one thing to develop a like basic React application in your machine. It's not saved as of now. Then there are many extensions to be installed. If you go to the VS Code and find and write HTML only, you will find numerous numbers of extensions in the HTML, CSS. The basics are HTML, CSS support, and the HTML, CSS also. Sorry, the HTML boilerplate. That is the second extension that needs to be installed. And for running the servers properly, there is one extension. If you are coding in HTML, pure HTML, or HTML, CSS, and JS only, so there is extension for starting the servers like the React as well, the live server VS Code extension. So you can install that thing as well. Okay. Now, if you guys have any doubts, do let me know. Like what sort of engineering you are doing? Engineering in computer science. If you are doing engineering in the computer science segment, then yes, we can wrap the Node.js installations in the upcoming sessions on the or the upcoming boot camps. So if you guys wanted to connect with me, you can search me on Google with my name. My name is Kunal Vashisht. So you can find all the things, my LinkedIn profile, my all the stuff, my portfolios and all. For electronic and communication engineering, I know only the like development segment. So if I have a like knowledge of that electronics and communication, so you can go for like communication part. You can learn the like I drew no engineering, like the hardware and all. Integrate Python and React JS together. Yes, there that is possible with the Django framework of the Python. Okay. Okay, I will explain that in the coming sessions. Placements for free, that I don't know. That the team will only provide you with the information regarding to data science. Yes, in the upcoming we are planning to data science and yes, Pranjal. Yes, I'm from Haryana, Faridabad. You can go for any stack whichever suits you because there are many stacks in the, and mine favorite is the Laravel that I will show you in the upcoming 2 day sessions. Okay. For the placement part, you have to be a skilled at any one language, and side by side you can learn, or you have a like better command on the frameworks parts or like the basics, and start learning new languages as the industry demands new languages and the new frameworks. Okay, now I'm closing my servers. Have you guys filled the attendance form? Is prop is a keyword used to assign color? No, you can assign any property, whatever you want. You can assign any property with the keyword props. Okay, that is not only for color. You can define anything, whatever you want with the use case of props dot and whatever you the characteristics you want to define for that. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you all. How to run React code? You have to run React code with the npm start. You have to first go inside your project and then run the command npm start. For MCA, which additional course is best? If you want JC Bosch University. No, no, no. That's not the pic. You see my LinkedIn in the profile, the one with the quote, Pranjal. You can go through the images, and you see my two images like the profile. If you search me on Google, JC Boss University is not mine. It's not my LinkedIn. Thank you guys, and do follow us on Instagram and do subscribe us if you want more engaging content, and if you want me guys to make the sessions more engaging. Yeah, thanks all. Yes, yes, Venkata. No, 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 you can assign any property. That's not only for color. You can assign width, height, anything. Just a second, let me share with you guys what's my LinkedIn. So I will show you one thing as well. That is my portfolio. So I'm sharing the link of my portfolio. The company will share with you. Now see, this is my portfolio. You can find all the things. If you type the same, you can screenshot that as well. Let's wait for some time till it's load, because it's hosted on a like free server kind of a sort. So that is taking time because I have increased the loading time as well with the help of JavaScript. Now see, this is my portfolio that I developed with the 3JS. If you wanted me guys to show you something like this, this is my 3D avatar that I developed with the 3JS, and my package, that is a confidential part. Yes, any free internship available for mechanical engineering students. If I get to know that there is any internship opportunities, I will update. The team will update as well for you guys. So, guys, if you wanted me to go the same like this kind of stuff in the upcoming session, do let me know. Like this, this is my portfolio. You can get all the details from here. This is my 3D avatar, and you can contact me through that form as well. This is the 3D avatar that I developed with the help of 3JS. So if you guys wanted me to provide you with a boot camp on that kind of stuff, so do let me go know, guys. Okay. Thank you, Dar. Thank. Yeah, we can plan the things accordingly by taking a poll tomorrow. Okay. The team will inform. Yeah, thanks, Pranjal. Thank you all, and do make sure to not to to subscribe our channel, to follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and you can find my profile there as well. Team, can you share the attendance form again if the attendance is done or not? Thank you. Thank you, Kulai. Thank you all guys for your support. We will continue with the day 6 at same time, and inside the we are ending the session in the 10 seconds. Do subscribe us and follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn. You can find the link of all the things in the video description as well. Okay, the attendance is also taken. Okay. Yes, I will provide, I will push that code in a GitHub repository and I will share that with the team. So the team will provide you guys with the source code as well of that React, whatever I taught in the session. Okay. Yes. So bye guys. See you soon. All these knowledge. It took me 1 year as a total because I have learned the things on my own. LinkedIn profile link. Team, can you share the LinkedIn profile, or can you please add my LinkedIn as well in the description so that the guys will find me on LinkedIn as well. Pranjal, if you search me on LinkedIn with the same name, you will find my profile as well. And if you go to the Dexterity profile, you will find me a connection there as well, because I have followed that page as well. If you search that, you will find me on LinkedIn. The team will let you know. Share your Instagram. The Instagram, the all the IDs are present in the video description. You there are many combinations. The profile with the blue coat is mine. Let me show you as well. You will find relevant. Now see, if you type, same, this is my startup as well. If you this is my LinkedIn. If you find it difficult for getting because you are not in my connection, or so that's why it's not showing you. This is my profile, Pranjal. This, the one with the blue coat. This is my LinkedIn. Got it? Yeah, thank you guys for attending the session and adding value to it. Team, shall we end the session? Let's connect back tomorrow at the same time. So till then, take care and see you soon, guys. Yeah, yeah, sure, Pranjal. If you